You cannot control a bird from flying over your head, but you can control a bird from landing on your head and building a nest there. You can't control the toxicity around you, but you can control how much of it absorb or you absorb. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on when and where you are watching from. Welcome to Professionals Daily Devotion with Olasukomi Okpaifa, where we inspire you to be more and we believe you are more than that toxic workplace. And that's why we want to continue again. And let's assume that, you found yourself in a toxic environment and then you cannot leave. Of course, the fact that you listened to us yesterday does not mean that you should leave tomorrow. Okay. All right. So, what do you do? How do you cope with the environment? How do you survive it? That's why we are looking at staying sane in a toxic environment. A toxic environment doesn't just affect your job. Of course, as we said yesterday, it affects your mental health, your motivation, and even your physical well being. Many professionals actually feel trapped in a difficult workplace, believing that their only option is either to endure or to quit. You can do more. Okay. But there is another way. Of course, you can learn to protect your peace. You can learn to stay sane no matter how toxic the environment is, but momentarily anyway. So today, let's quickly explore how to emotionally survive and stay mentally strong in a toxic environment. You may not be able to change the workplace, especially if you are not the owner or the top leader there, but you can change how you navigate around it. So let's dive in. Let's check. I have some interesting research here, and it's so painful that this word just have to be very difficult. American Psychological Association (APA) study talks about toxic work culture that it increases anxiety and depression by 50%, and it leads to burnout 3 times faster than normal workloads. Toxic environment. Harvard Business Review study report says that employees in a toxic workplace are 65% or 66% more likely to suffer from chronic stress and reduced cognitive function. And WHO says that psychological safety at work is directly linked to higher resilience, focus, and performance. What's the bottom line? If you don't protect your mental space, then a toxic workplace will consume you faster. So what do we do? So can we look at how to protect ourselves around it? Many of us have had to work in places like this, and one thing I really appreciate Providence for the way I grew up. Okay, we learned how to really cope, not just cope alone, but to make a lemonade out of every lemon thrown at you, or probably to demand for chocolate at the end of it. Okay, so let's see how we can work around it. So we're going to be using the framework SANE, SANE, and let's see how to protect ourselves against um, negative workplace or toxic workplace. S there stands for set emotional boundaries, protect your mental space. Set emotional boundaries and protect your mental. How do you do it? It's a practical way. Okay, so if you let toxic people drain you, you will burn out before you find a way out. By the time you are now, you've lost everything. So many people, somebody left a teaching job and was like, in her life, she will never enter. Well, that's one because she's coming from a very negative experience. So don't take workplace negativity personally. Okay, their issues are not your responsibilities. Okay, when they come at you and then they start attacking you, see, don't take it. See, I learn to pity them. I look at them as wow. So this is what this person has just dedicated her life or his life to do, just to make another person sad, just to make you not to enjoy. People are like that. They just professionalize. Their job to just make sure that they poke their nose into your matter. They come around you to tell you sad, bad things. They make your work difficult. They hide your file. They do all sorts of things. Okay, don't take it personally, or else you're going to be hurting yourself. Okay, it's not your responsibility. What do you do? Create what called mental shield. So this is what I do. When I found myself in an environment of a kind like that, and then from my house to work to my office or the workplace, I learned how to pray, say some positive words to stay positive. And I did fantastically well in the place. Yeah, with a lot of toxicity, with a lot of gossip, with a lot of statements here and there, I still stayed on top of the game and I had no issue with no single person. Okay, so what do you do? So say some words of affirmation to yourself. I control my reactions. Their negativity won't get to me. Just say some words of prayers to yourself, and then limit your exposure to them. Okay, stay professional on your job. All right. So next one is avoid unnecessary drama. Stay above workplace politics. Stay above it. So if you join them in the politics, if you join them in gossiping about others, then it will get to you. But when you learn how to detach yourself from all the backstabbing, all the favoritism, all the office gossip, then you're already protecting yourself. So to be sane, avoid unnecessary drama. Detach yourself from office drama. If it does not concern you, then don't engage. When they bring their matter, the gossip about this person, just change the topic quickly back to anything professional. Shift toxic discussion back to work related topics. On this, they see that you are always shifting away from talking about another person. And you can even say it to them if you are a leader or a middle leader, tell them, please don't bring another person's matter in front of me, or else I'll call the person to come and listen to you. They will run away and then you protect yourself. Some leaders did this while at work. I mean, they will tell you, no, 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 no. If you are talking about A, will you wait? Let me call B. I mean, let me call the A to come and hear you say it in his presence. And before you know it, they know you that you don't accept gossip and then they avoid you. Don't fight battle that does not concern you. Okay, don't unite another person's enemy in the office. They tell you about A and you're already now creating attitude about another person. It's not your business, please. Don't inherit another person's enemy. Choose peace over unnecessary conflict. The end there says nurture a positive mindset. Focus on your own growth, not the toxicity. Okay. Resilient professionals focus on their goals, not the toxic culture around them. Pick what you can pick. There are a lot of things you can learn from there. Okay, see it as an opportunity for you to learn how not to grow an organization. Okay, so learn all those things. So reframe your perspective. Okay, instead of you getting stuck in the job, why not gain experience? You say, I'm learning to do it better in another place. I'm learning how to relate better. I'm learning how to connect with people better. I mean, I've been relationship, or let me say leadership, have been abused around me a lot. When I anytime I find myself leading, I always remember some of these things and I want to do it better. I want to lead people and make them happy. Yet the work will still be done excellently. Develop skills outside the work. Okay, while you are still waiting, okay, to stay positive, what do? Take courses online, network, improve yourself. Okay, while they are busy doing all their last matters around, why not sit down and learn? Go online, connect, build networks, positively grow yourself. Even have what we call growth plan. Even if the work job is very difficult, find ways to learn and grow in it. Go around, learn, come back to your office, go online, study a lot of things. Go, I mean, search how to overcome toxic environment. Search for other things to grow yourself. While others are busy disturbing themselves, you are growing. Okay, stay positive no matter what. Have what we call positive mindset. And finally, either establish an exit strategy. Of course, because you cannot remain there forever. It's a toxic environment. While you still cannot change it now, you can start planning how to live in peace. Because even the way you live, they are toxic. They can spread a lot of rumors about you. So no matter what, be patient enough to live in peace. Always have a plan to live, okay, and then look for a better opportunity. So what do? Stay proactive in job hunting. They cannot seize your phone from your hand now. No, start searching for a better place. And trust me, there is no perfect workplace. Okay, just probably it can be better than another place, but just start searching. Okay, always have a backup plan, and even if you are not ready to leave, have a backup plan. Save money, of course, in case you want to now leave out of anger and then want to stay on your own and then you don't want to be hungry. One of the reasons why many people stay there because of this financial inability. So save a little bit if you can, and then have a good backup where you can say, okay, you are staying at home for a while you are searching for a better place. I mean, many of us have had to do this. Okay, I remember 2010, I left a school. 2011, I left the job because it was getting terribly toxic, overwork and the rest like that. And then they were ready to use you and then still blackmail you. Yeah, that was my case. Blackmailed and then said you must comply. If you do not comply, resign. If you cannot resign, we'll terminate your appointment. This I just walked away. I just went to sit down at home. And I mean, after spending a long time at home, I got the kind of job I was looking for that I stayed there for about 12 years. So you can look for how to relax. Okay, while you, I mean, you can now look at, if you look for job in desperation, that's when you find yourself in all this toxic environment. Okay, and leverage your network. So what are you going to be doing differently? Will you set a better emotional boundaries? Will you stop engaging in workplace drama, or will you start building an exit plan for yourself? Remember, you don't have to let your workplace control your happiness. You can control how much of you it absorbs. Okay, let's take our words of affirmation quickly this morning. Say this after me. I protect my energy. I protect my peace. I protect my mental health. No toxic workplace can define my worth. I am not limited and my growth is not limited. Thank you very much for joining this morning. We continue again tomorrow. Let's form of part two of this one, how you can handle office politics and difficult people. Okay, how you can handle toxic bosses and colleagues. Okay, just know this, you deserve better and you can create better. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening.